people? You're locked into the Big Bad Station, ArawakRadio.com, and we're here with the one and only Denzal Martin. And of course, without further ado, please do introduce yourself. Let the listeners know who you are.
Yeah, man, Denzal Martin, live in living color, all the way from Chicago. See it?
Easy. So,
Yes.
you know, we always have to find out a little background about who the artist is. How did your musical journey begin?
The music journey started from a young age, you know. From a very young age, as a teenager, I always loved music and always listening to some of the great vocalists in Jamaica, and that's where it all started, you know.
Yeah, okay. You know, was there a particular sound system, a particular person that you followed that really inspired you?
Well, as a young lad growing up, I couldn't go to the dance or the party because my parents were very strict. So, you know, I couldn't follow any song or anything like that. But of course, I would listen to the songs on the radio and what my friends are listening to. So that's kind of how I get my vibes, you know, when I was a young lad, you know?
For real. And, you know, just so the listeners know, did you grow up in Jamaica and then move to America?
Yes.
Okay.
I was born in Kingston. Then I was raised by my grandparents in Portland.
Okay.
Portland, Jamaica. And then I moved back to Kingston, and, you know, years later, I came to America.
Okay, okay. And, you know, at the minute, how is America for you?
It was good, you know, good vibes, except, you know, the music was kind of in the background when I first came to America, you know, like in Chicago where I live. It wasn't like Jamaica where, you know, I know where all the recording studios are, I know who's doing what. Yeah. So it's like I had to learn the system, you know. Then that took me about a year or so to kind of get around. And then I started to go to school, you know. I went to college, and that kind of slowed everything down. And, you know, years later, I pick up again, and here we are today.
Wow. You know, that must be quite a story, quite a journey, you know, to find out and navigate your way around again. But it is. Yeah.
It has been. But when you love something, like the way I love music, it doesn't matter how much turn, how many twists you go through, you're going to find your way back, because that's where you belong. And nothing can take the music out of you, because it's like a part of your DNA, you know what I mean?
For real, definitely. And, you know, what do your parents think about your music?
Well, at first they didn't support it, you know, because, you know, they always talk about the nature of the business.
Yeah.
You know, and so they're always not in support. But eventually they came around, and everybody's good now.
That's good. And, you know, one of the songs I want you to tell us something about is the Love Song. Tell us something about that tune.
Well, Love Song is you know, personal experience and observation.
Yeah.
You know, that song came about because, you know, changes that I've gone through in life, in a relationship, and, you know, just watch what my other friends, they go through, and, you know, that's kind of how that song came together, really.
Yeah, for real. You know, I really like that tune. I like the vibes in the song and kind of how you flow through the rhythm. So how do you tell the listeners and how you kind of put your lyrics together and, you know, be able to actually put the rhythm to the lyrics? How does that all work?
Well, that particular song, I got the rhythm from a friend of mine, and he was playing it, and I'm like, damn, I love the vibes of that track. And him say, you want it? I'm saying, yeah, man. And I just started writing, you know, and weeks later, there was a song, and just went in the studio and voiced it.
Wow.
You know, and send it to Jamaica. They mix it, master it, send it back to me, and, you know, the rest is history.
Definitely, for real. I like how it sounds like it's such an... You make it sound so easy and so kind of like everyday for you.
Well, I would say I'm an easy guy. You know, I'm not the fussy kind of guy. So
Yeah.
if that's what you're referring to, yeah, I'm a laid back person. You know, no stress, no pressure.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of vibes.
For real. You know, what's different about you, Denzal, compared to every other artist out there? What definitely differentiates yourself from anybody else?
Well, I think I have a different perspective. I see things from my own observation and my own interpretation. And it's like everything around me is a song. So, you know, you never know what I might be coming up with next, you know.
Yeah.
But not to stray from your question, I just have a vibe that, you know, comes from within, and just try to share that with the world, basically.
For real. And there's only one you.
Exactly.
Definitely. You know, who influences you? What kind of gets you, you know, going in the music? Who actually puts that kind of mark on you?
Oh, Barris, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Barris, Maxi Priest, those guys, Mighty Diamonds, Lionel Richie, all those guys, you know, those are the songs that really move me and makes me wanna, you know, be a part of the industry.
For real. And what is it about them that kind of you look up to, I suppose? What is it about them?
Well, I think it's their presentation, the way they tells their story, the way they just, you know, just let you feel like you're a part of their story, and their music touches me personally, you know, and I would like to be that vehicle that does that to the next person.
Yeah. For real.
You know, because to me, music is very powerful, and the way you present it, the way you express yourself, you know, has a lot to do with you as an artist.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely. You know, as an artist, you know, do you feel like people really understand what an artist has to do?
No, a lot of people don't. They don't know how many twists and turns artists have to go through to present their music or to bring their music to the forefront. You know, because sometimes I listen to some of my friends and they don't have a clue. You know, because music keeps you up at night. It's something that when it's really inside of you, you can't get away from it. It doesn't matter what's going on, how much you're in love, or how much difficulties you're going through,
yeah,
you're still trying to find a way to get back to the music. And most people don't know that.
Definitely.
You know.
For real. And of course, you know, if there's young people listening to you right now, what kind of advice can you give them?
I'll just tell them to stay strong. You know, don't give up.
Yeah.
It's a long road for some of us. The breakthrough comes earlier. For some of us, it's later. But if you truly love it,
yeah,
don't give up. Just stay with it. Keep on fighting, and you know, one day you'll hear a song on the radio, and it will bring you joy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, man, definitely. And you know,
yeah.
And you know, has there been a memorable moment for you where you've gone, wow, I can't forget that moment in the business?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have moments where I, you know, just pinch myself and, you know, get that good vibes.
For real.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I always do ask artists, you know, is when they're on stage, how do they hold their nerves? So do you get nervous?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
But you know, you just have to talk to yourself, and the first step, and after you make a couple of steps, it gets easier and easier, and everything starts flowing. You're just ready to tear down the place. So what I said?
Definitely. You know what? It's crazy because when I was speaking to her sister and I asked her the same question, and she said that she believes that when we get nervous, our ancestors are touching us. What do you reckon?
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I could agree with that.
For real. You know, what have you been doing in these times? What have you been getting up to?
Just making music, pretty much. You know, I've been going to the studio a lot, been writing, just anticipating the day when we can move around again. So, you know, just trying to prepare myself, you know, for the next move, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm definitely working on my EP. You know, my timeline is April, so and I think I'm on target for that. So just moving along and using up the downtime wisely and trying to stay safe, you know.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you mentioned your EP there. What kind of vibe can we expect? And also as well, what will the title of the EP be for the listeners out there?
Well, the vibes is definitely lovers rock. I'm more, you know, the guy who catered to the ladies. That's kind of where I found myself, and I love it being there.
Yeah.
And in terms of the timeline, it's like I say, it's about April.
Yeah.
And you know, just trying to get everything together so I can share it with the world, you know what I mean?
For real. And what will the EP be called?
I don't have a title yet.
Okay.
You know, I have a couple of songs that I'm debating, but sooner or later you guys will know.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it, definitely. And how can people link up with you? If they wanted to message you on Instagram or Facebook, how can they do that?
Well, my Facebook is Denzal Martin Music. Instagram, it's Denzal_LCR. And they can also go to my website, which is DJKAT.com.
Okay. Okay. You know, before we say goodbye for now, in regards to the interview, would you be up for singing a little something?
Definitely.
When you're ready.
Definitely.
Bless
All
you.
right, cool. Why must I live without you? Life has no meaning without you. Every night I dream about you. And this world is always changing. I just wanna keep loving you. Whenever I smell roses, the smell reminds me of you. You're truly the girl for me. I just can't spend one more night without you. And my world is a mess if I'm not loving you. Yeah, man, Denzal Martin said that. See it?
Yeah, easy. You know what? It's definitely been a pleasure to speak with you. Is there any kind of final thoughts or any big ups you want to send out to the listeners out there?
Yeah, man, just big up the fans and, you know, just enough blessings and enough good music coming up soon. And, you know, hopefully I'll be in a town near you pretty soon. So just good vibes, you know? Just good vibes. And big up DJ Kat, of course.
Blessings. Blessings.
Yeah, man.